taken care of, but right now I am relaxing. I got invited to a birthday party with Barangay Captain, and so I'm going to be heading there and partying with everybody. That's the thing. If you get invited to a function here in the Philippines, you don't ignore it. You got to take advantage of it and enjoy it. And now I know it's 3:30, and it supposedly started at 2. So I'm just trying to do the Filipino time thing and taking care of a few other errands before I get there at around 4:30, 5. I know it starts at 2, but what the heck. So I ran into town. As I'm running into town, the wife wants me, of course, to pick her up a pizza. So I'm going to run into town and then run back to the waiting shed and then call her sister, and her sister will ride out of the jungle on a trike and come and pick up the pizza. Excellent. Come and pick up the pizza and deliver that to Mama. She's sitting there with the baby, Tarzan, who is huge, by the way. I know I haven't showed any pictures of him lately, but man, the kid is huge. He was born on June 22nd, and he's already outgrown the clothes that are fit for 3-month-olds. He's damn near fitting into 6-month-old clothes. So, but I thought I'd just kill some time, sit here at the 7-Eleven, watch the world go by, have a cold Heineken. By the way, awesome. 86 pesos for a cold Heineken. That equals about $1.30, maybe $1.27. You can't beat a price like that on a Heineken, considering I think in the States now, what is it, like $12, $13 for a 6-pack? No thanks. Hey, thank you for the like, man. I appreciate that. Look at it. Oh, I actually have people watching. See, I didn't expect anybody to be watching because, a lot of my viewers, not discounting the viewers here in the Philippines, but a lot of the viewers are in the United States, and it's, it's 3:30 there right now in the morning. And if I was them, I wouldn't be watching me either. I'd be asleep. But since those of you that are here and you're not asleep, let me know where you're watching from. Say hello, dude. I'd love to speak with you, see what your name is, where you're watching from, all of that good stuff. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer that. I'm going to hit a pizza parlor here for my wife. It's at the San Francisco Hotel downtown, which I found they make excellent pizzas. My friend Vincent, who runs Daps in town, recommended that place as a good pizza parlor. I tried it. They throw the dough themselves, so it's good. Hey, Couples Light, thank you, man. I appreciate you watching. Chicago is watching. Todd, it's good to have you along. Hope everything is going well in your life. I usually don't take an umbrella with me, but this time I brought an umbrella because I'm like, I always say it. I used to always tell my kids, it doesn't rain in the infantry, it rains on the infantry, and that's just the way it goes. But then I left the house, and I told my wife, because just before I left, a huge clap of thunder went on, and I said, all right, well, I think I'll take the umbrella. And she looked at me like I was crazy, because she always insists that I never leave the house without an umbrella. So I was leaving with an umbrella, and she thought I was crazy. Love the videos, very informative. Thank you, man. Couples, I appreciate that. So you're watching from Las Vegas. How are things in Sin City these days, brother? What do you do there? Do you bet on the UFC fights and things like that? I don't know. Watching from Fukuoka. Daniel Ichiban, I'm sorry, I know. See, I pronounce Ichiban perfectly, but Fukuoka, that must be Japan. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. It's good to have you along. Anybody here, have you been to the Philippines? Are you thinking about moving to the Philippines? Have you enjoyed it? There's the trikes and everything. See, I love it here. I don't care, A lot of people want to talk smack about it, but I've done this latest video series where I've compared Mexico to the Philippines. Let's see, I just did Portugal to the Philippines. The next one I have coming up is Thailand. I'm also going to do Panama. And I've lived in Panama before, so I am familiar with that area as well. And a couple other cities. So I've got playlists that I've started with that one if you want to check it out. YouTube.com at Fish Tank Media PH. They're easy to find. Tampa, Florida, 72. Want to try the Philippines? Come on in, Donald. Come out. Happy to have you. Veggie is still crazy and building more resorts. Hot as hell, though. Yeah, I understand that. I know it is hot as hell there. You know, they say, but it's a dry heat. Oh, I say, yeah. So is the oven. You don't stick your head in it. That's all. I live in the Philippines, but travel throughout Asia. I stay in Makati, my home base. Right on, Daniel. I was just in Makati last week. I try to stay out of the cities a lot. It's not that I have anything against the cities. I mean, I lived in LA and also San Francisco. I've lived in Dallas. I've done quite a bit of driving around to New York City. Yeah, I actually drove in New York City, so Manila traffic doesn't bother me, but I just kind of like being away from everybody. Not that I can be away. Look, there's people all over the place here. What's up, brother? There you go. There's people all over the place here, but I live out in the jungle, so I can get away from it all. It's really, really nice. Oh, where you live in LA? You scared the hell out of me. Wave to everybody. Yeah, wave.
Hi. You're a vlogger?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm running a daily vlog. You can follow I follow back to you.
Yeah. When I get done with this, I will get the information. I'd love to. Yeah. And I won't scare you anymore.
Oh my God. I'm always drinking coffee. Oh my God. You're thankful because I don't have heart. No, oh my goodness.
You don't have a heart? You know, people say I don't have a heart either sometimes, so, you know. I take my coffee like my heart. Very dark and black.
You're from?
America.
Oh,
Yeah.
USA.
Yes.
You're staying here.
Yes. Oh.
Here?
Yeah.
Months?
Years.
Years, really?
Yeah.
You have 5 years?
Let me talk to you here in just a minute. I promise I'll get to you.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. Watching from planet Saturn's largest moon type. Excellent, Trev. Thank you, buddy. Trevfish123. You sound like a poker player, probably. I like the fish in your name. That's cool. Lived in Torrance when I went to college in Long Beach State. Yeah, I did the Queen Mary when I was a young lad. I don't even know if it's there anymore. I'm sure it's probably still there, but I don't know if did they change it to a hotel or something. I'm not really sure. It's been so long since I went there. It was back in the day when I was really into scuba diving and Jacques Cousteau and everything oceanographic, and you know, I would go to the Scripps Institute because I thought that one day I would grow up to be an ichthyologist. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's where fish also came from too, aside from my last name being Fisher. I don't know. It depends. So I don't know what to expect. As I said earlier when I started this, I don't think everybody was on here. I've been invited to the Barangay Captain's birthday. So I'm slowly making my way there. It started at 2 o'clock and it's now 3:40. So yeah, I'm trying to do the Filipino time. Living not on Tulsa time, on Filipino time. So I'll try to get there as soon as I can, but I still have to run into town, catch a trike and get into town and all of that good stuff. Maybe we'll catch a trike together, who knows. But I did get the skin tax on the trike. Usually the little trikes in town, no worries, but and it was like 10 extra pesos, so it really didn't bother me. You know, I don't think he knew that I already know the price, but you know, I know that with gas prices going up and everything going up in price and all of that, to me, another 10 extra pesos to give to a trike rider is not a whole hell of a lot to give. He could probably really use it, so I'm good with that. But the thing is, it seats 6 people, and me as a big guy, I always pay double, and so it's 20 pesos per person to get from the waiting shed into the city. And of course, with me paying double because I'm bigger, and plus I don't want anybody smushed up against me anyway. I like to stretch out a little bit. I don't have a problem paying 40 pesos to get to town on that. Now when I'm in town, it's just 15 pesos anywhere I want to go. But all I had was a 100 peso bill, so I gave him 100. He gave me a 50 peso bill back. I didn't ask him for change. I just said, have a good one. So he enjoyed it. Like I said, as long as he's happy. Extra piece of fish for the family tonight. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm getting starting the burpage with the Heineken. So I'll have to check in with this gal here that has a vlog herself, because I'm looking for, you know, everything that I do on my own. I do all my editing, all my writing and stuff like that. I get a lot of, hey, that's a really nice AI script you're doing. And I'm like, hey, you know, I apologize that I have 35 plus years of radio broadcasting and professional script and commercial writing. So maybe I sound a little structured. What can I say? But that's just me, and I'm not going to apologize for it. But I want to get somebody else. I want to get some other people involved in the vlog, just if anything, to help them out. You know, because I'm all for that. You know, I don't get paid a whole lot of money to do the vlogs. That's not really the important part for me. I just like disseminating all the information, my experience here. If it helps somebody else with their experience, that's awesome. I'm good with that. It makes me happy as hell. Sorry, it's kind of distracting here. I apologize. There's just so much going on everywhere. And I like that. So anybody got any plans to move here to the Philippines? Aside from you that living in Makati, I understand that you're already here, so that's good to go. Look, there's 17 people watching, and I don't want to be a beggar or anything like that, but at least slap a like on that son of a, okay? Slap a like on it. It's free. It doesn't, you know, doesn't cost you anything. It helps out incredibly well. That's the thing. It really doesn't matter these days on YouTube how many subscribers you have. Because you look at it this way, is there's so many things that are dividing people's attention. And, you know, it's not that I don't appreciate everybody that subscribes, because I do. And that's why I don't like to call them subscribers. I like to call them friends of the channel. But it's more of watch time. It's more of likes. It's more of people commenting that gets your stuff out in front of people, as opposed to how many subscribers that you have. Because I can look at all of my breakdowns and everything like that. And you know, the views that you get from subscribers is is a small percentage, which is unfortunate. If you subscribe, damn it, watch them, okay? Don't make me get up now. So it's a lot of people that are, you know, doing search terms and things like that on YouTube that find you, that get you view time and views and things like that. And that's what really helps in the long run, because a lot of everything, not everything, but a lot of the money that I do make on here, I try to return it back to the community, because where I'm at, I've got a great community of people. Now, I don't give to people that beg or are lazy or anything like that. If I see somebody that's really trying to make it, is a bright person, that's working at something, a family that's going through hard times, and everybody's still busting their ass to make a day-to-day living, those were the people that I will help. I won't help the beggars on the street that, you give them 10 pesos and then they're around the corner sniffing glue. I'm not saying that that's what they do, but I'm just saying that's not the kind of person I'm looking to help. If it's an elderly woman, yeah, most definitely. If it's somebody that is handicapped or something like that, most definitely. But I'm looking for those that really could use the help. I served at NAS, Kiwi Point, United States Marine Corps. Semper Fi, Ken, Semper Fi. Made great friends, left a piece of my heart in the land of Mabuhay. Excellent, dude. When I first started to move over here, when I was talking to my father about it, and my father is, he's passed, but he's retired Sergeant Major in the Marine Corps. He ran Kaneohe Air Base on Oahu for many, many years. He used to tell me all the stories that the times that he had spent here. He did four tours in Quezon, and Clark and Subic is where they went. And back then he was drinking San Miguel and slopping down lumpia and stuff. And I feel good that I can follow in my father's footsteps. At least, look, I can never follow in my father's footsteps. He was a great man. And I only wish to be half the man that he was. But he was a great man. But, he was first reserved at me coming here because of the poverty and the things like that. And to me, I think the poverty here is terrible. It's not the fault of the people. It is the fault of some people, like I just said earlier about who I give to and who I don't. Some people are just lazy and have given up and don't want to work, but you'll find those people in the U.S. and everything like that. But a lot of it is circumstance here, and I can't get into the big picture of it. Those of you that have looked into the Philippines, I can't speak what I want to say directly about the causation of it, even though I know. But the people here deserve so much better as far as people. Well, I have to watch my words. But education, the list goes on and on. And I know I can't change the world, but if I can inspire or help somebody here, or be just a friend or kind to them, then I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. You came out of the jungle. Yeah, I did. I live in the jungle here, and now to me this is the big city. This is the big city. And and my son that I just had in June. His name is Tarzan. He will be the king of the jungle. Already at the age of a month, he's twice as big as any 4-year-old. So they're already getting excited about the basketball player they'll have on their team. But I'm like, I'm not really big into basketball. I have other plans for him, maybe I say politics, but my wife says no. But anything he can do to help, that's what I would love for him to do. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up here in just a few minutes. Reason being, and I appreciate everybody here. There's 19 of you. Let's get some more likes on this, please. Don't make me e-beg or whatever the hell they call it. That's the thing. You know, I even get these comments. It's like, oh, all you YouTube e-beggars. I'm like, look, I have never begged for a thing on my channel. There's no time where I said, hey, give me money. I don't sell things on the channel. I don't sell merch or anything like that. Although I've thought about it, but that's just something that if somebody wants to buy a Phil Life shirt or something like that, because I've come up with some designs, but it's not about that for me. I just want to share my experience and meet good people and hang out and be with good people. There's a lot of negativity in this world, and I don't want any of that. I just want to, I almost sound like a hippie now, but that's the furthest from it. Man, I just want everything to be cool. Of course I know that's not reality, but it sure would be nice. I'm not a democratic socialist, so I'm not a communist, I'm not a Leninist or anything like that. I won't tell you who I voted for, but I'll tell you who I didn't vote for, Kamala. If that loses me a couple of subscribers, so be it. I don't care. I want the U.S. to be as great as it can be. I want the Philippines to be as great as it can be. I would love the U.S. and Philippines relationship to be more quid pro quo than it is. And actually, I would just love for it to be a lot easier immigration-wise for my wife. You know, it's like it will take 2 years for me just to get her a visa, you know, and a tourist visa is almost impossible. And it's like, look, I have no intention. She doesn't want to go, and I respect that, and I don't either. I don't want to go back to the U.S. I love it here. I love being with my wife and the family and everything like that. But I go back and visit, and you know what? I'd like to be able to take my wife back to visit my family and things like that. But they make it damn near impossible. And she has no desire to go over there and stay. And that's the big issue that they have. They think everybody wants to come and just stay in America. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do. A lot with malice. But, you know, it's not my wife, it's not my family. We want to just come and hang out with family and then come back to our home here. We've got reasons to stay here. Kids in school, property that I bought, but she owns. Yeah. And that's another thing I say, you know, we bought property, and then people will get in the comments and say, you can't own property. And I try to explain, I don't own the property, but I bought the property. And I know that I can't own it, but I bought it with the intention of it being for my wife and my children. Because look, I'm not going to be around forever. And when I'm gone, I want them to have something. It's looking forward, that's all. My retirement location comparisons were really good. Massa Blasta, thank you, man. Thank you, I appreciate that. The next one I've got coming up is Thailand and the Philippines. You know, and there's a lot of great things about Thailand. There's a lot of great things about the Philippines. A lot of people love Thailand. A lot of people love the Philippines, and we'll just go over, you know, just the facts. That's it. And, you know, and the reason that I chose the Philippines as opposed to Thailand. You know, a lot of it will have to, sure, Thailand has great infrastructure. They've got great food and everything like that. But there's also some other things that are negatives, and we'll cover that. And, you know, I'm not making a decision for anybody. I'm just laying out the facts, and everybody can decide for themselves. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I'll just say it, you know, as honestly as I can, you know, what I know and how I feel about it, and that's it. I'm not saying, well, you're an idiot if you do this. I get those comments a lot. But you're an idiot for choosing this, or you're an idiot. Look, you choose whatever you want. I'm not going to be upset about it. You do you. We'll do us. Everything is cool, you know. I'm not telling you to do anything. Wait until the next jackass president gets elected. Then she'll be able to walk through the border. Yeah. You don't know how many friends before 47 was elected said, hey, why don't you just drive her up across the Mexican border? I go, I am not putting my wife in the trunk of a car and trying to get her across the border. But it seems easy. It sure seemed that way for a couple of years. Anybody could get in. But we'll see, you know. I mean, look, life is full of surprises. Life is full of changes. All you can do is adapt and overcome, as Gunny Highway would say, aka Clint Eastwood. And that's it. I mean, you can't get overworked about anything like that. I've always found that, 99% of the stuff that you worry about never comes to fruition. So you're spending a lot of time worrying about that's never going to happen. And so I choose not to do that. I'm not going to get stressed. I'm going to walk through the day. Sure, I get pissed off at things. But then, the second I get pissed off, I go, really, is it worth it? No, it's not. But I mean, that's just natural. Being a human, we're not perfect. We're not in complete control of our emotions all the time, but we are in control of the fact we can stop for a second, take a deep breath, and go, it's cool. What is this going to matter next week? What is this going to matter next year? It's just not going to. So why make it matter right now and maybe have some consequences that really aren't going to benefit you in the short, nor the medium or long run? So what the hell? All right, I'm going to jump off of here. I got to run into town, get my wife a pizza, and the reason I'm going to do that is because she is a great woman. I'm telling you, the way she takes care of our babies, it's just amazing. That's why it might just be me, but all of these guys that talk about Filipinas being, cold-hearted and just want your money and all of that stuff, that could happen to a lot of people, but I think like attracts like, all right? And if that's the kind of person that you're finding in your life, you're attracting that to you. But I look at my wife, and sure, she pisses me off sometimes. I'm a man just like anybody else. But I look at her, and the way that she takes care of our children, the way that she's always thinks about me, it's just, I'm the luckiest mother in the world. And I thank the Lord every day, and I go, wow, what did I do to deserve this? Because it's just been great. And who knows, things may change tomorrow, and if it does, that's just life. But now everything is great. I've always been one of those guys that said, are we done here? If something doesn't work my way or whatever, look, like anybody, I've been laid off before or whatever, and then the boss will set you down and give you reasons why the company had to do this and that and that. And my thing is like, hey, are we done here? Because I got shit to do. I'm not going to just sit here and worry about what you want to tell me or anything. I've got a life to lead, and it's not here, so I got to go. Goodbye. And that's just like with any of my past relationships or anything like that. If it's done, it's done, and it's like, all right, it's time to move on. And you can't look back, you can't let it stop you or anything like that. Ken, goodbye. Goodbye, Ken. Glad to have you, Ken. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all of you hanging out here with me on this afternoon, albeit short. But thank you, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you've not subscribed, subscribe. But I think if you're watching this, you have subscribed, and I appreciate that for sure. Before you jump off, please give it a like, man. I really, really would appreciate that. Paul, good to see you, brother. I see you, man. It's nice seeing you. I hope everything is going well in your life, man. Excellent, excellent. Bye from, let me see if I can get this right. Bye from Louisiana. That's right. Is that right, Massa Blasta? Louisiana? It's not Louisiana. It's Louisiana. I mean, I know a little bit about the South. Roll Tide. Come on. Missouri, yeah. You and I have talked, Paul, and my father, in fact, he finally ended up, after leaving Hawaii, retiring in Eldon on the Lake of the Ozarks, the Osage River, and I spent a lot of time there. It's a beautiful place. Thank you, Blaster. I appreciate you coming in and saying that's right, because it is. Don't let anybody fool you. It's not Louisiana, it's Louisiana. Just like if you're in Knoxville, Tennessee, it's not Knoxville, it's Knoxville, or Nashville, Tennessee. And I'll even give props to all those liberals up there in the Pacific Northwest, those that call it the state of Oregon. It's Oregon, okay? Oregon ain't gone nowhere. So it's not Oregon, it's Oregon. So, everybody. Hey, tune in next time when we learn all about these United States. Hey, love each and every one of you, man. Have the best life that you can. I appreciate you guys jumping on here. Have yourself a great night. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let me see if I can even shut this thing off. Here we go.